Hey everybody, let me just slide on back to place here. Okay, so we're going to, welcome to class. We are going to have a rest day today, and fingers crossed that Bobby stays asleep because he just passed out back there somewhere. So if I could just have a little prayer from everyone that he stays asleep, because today's been a day already. Okay.
We need to see him real quick. You can't just start and not let us have a quick glimpse. There he is. Okay, I just needed to see him.
So speaking of, we get a lot of questions all the time about sitting and how I sit versus how you sit. This might be, something like this might be a tool for so many of you. We're going to have a little bit of a somatic embodiment experience today, a little bit of a meditation experience today. So I brought this out to kind of show you. This is just a meditation pillow. So having something like this or just stacking up a bunch of throw pillows is an easy way, if your hips are tight, to sort of sit above the pelvis, and you can sort of then sit in all these positions easier. So I wanted to bring this on today to just show you as an option. If an embodiment practice, if a floor sitting practice feels important to you, there are tools and props to sort of help you out. So again, welcome to CommunityFIT, and in particular, welcome to Stress Reset. I'm James, your host, and today we're going to have a NSDR day, NSDR, non-sleep deep rest day. It's something that the first time I ever heard that term was Dr. Andrew Huberman, who is a Stanford professor of neuroscience. And so everything brain related is sort of his territory. And since I think he probably even coined the term non-sleep deep rest. He didn't coin what it is, he didn't create it, but he just sort of named it that way. If you've ever practiced things like yoga nidra or meditation or even like quick naps, really what you're practicing is non-sleep deep rest. What we're going to talk about today, what we're going to experience today is resting. And normally when we talk about resting, we automatically jump into sleep territory. Well, I didn't get enough, I don't feel rested because I didn't get enough sleep, blah, 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 blah. But when we say, oh, you look rested, or I feel really rested, what we're not saying is I feel like I'm sleepy, or I feel like I've anything to do with sleep. It's like a quality of being. So resting is the opposite of, well, I don't want to say it's the opposite of working, but it's sort of allowing your body, allowing your mind a chance to just wander and be for a moment. It's the absence of needing to do something. So today, that's where we're going to go. We're going to have a little bit of a breathing practice, a warm up, and then we're going to go into a very specific breathing practice, and then into an embodiment or a embodied experiencing, an embodiment practice awareness activity. So without further ado, that's what we're going to do today. A little bit of non-sleep deep rest. So bring your hands together, get them warm. We're going to get our nervous system warmed up, because often, bring this to the front of your throat and just be there. Often what inhibits us from meditation, or what inhibits us from a relaxation rest practice, or even falling asleep at night, is the inability to get out of sympathetic nervous system, or fight, flight, and freeze. So these NSDR practices are good as a restful practice, but the greater ability you have to access rest, equal sign, the greater ability you have to access wakefulness, productivity, creativity. Also, practicing how to rest leads to being able to sleep better. So if you have trouble sleeping, which pretty much we all do right now, these restful practices will help you turn your brain off, come out of fight or flight into a rest and digest, parasympathetic relaxation state of being, and access that. Now, you can stay here if this feels really good to me, or you can bring your hands to your chest and do a little tapping. You can keep your tapping going or a little stroking. Just kind of priming our nervous system, preparing to go into the major practice for today. And the other side. So again, we're going to have really two main practices for NSDR today. And I want you to think about which one feels better for you, which one can you take with you, and then where else can you sort of begin to let your mind wander and your body release and let go? How else can you get that sensation? Hands come up, you can do a little shaking. I'm going to do a little orientation because we're going to go really inward today. So whenever I go really inward, I want to check out my outward environment first. So orientation, again, is just looking around your space, checking things out, objectively naming things, recognizing, orienting yourself to the here and now. So here might be sign, plant, dog, chair, camera, door, window, plants. You're just looking around your space, naming what's in your space. Then we're going to be doing a lot of breathing today. It's not very specific or detailed. It is specific. It's not detailed. It's not tedious. But I feel like maybe we need to open up some of our breathing mechanisms. So I'm going to take some fingers and just sort of do a nasal or sinus massage here. I don't know about you, but over the last couple of years, in particular, couple of months, I'm feeling especially congested all the time. It's inflammation, stress, and fires. Can go up around my eyes. For me, I'm just going to take and massage my ribs a little bit, especially these lower ribs. You don't have to be specific. You're just kind of taking your hands and rubbing your own rib cage if that feels like something you need to do. And then, and I can't stress this enough, get comfortable. If it were me at home taking this class, I'd be lying down all the way down with maybe a pillow underneath my head and maybe pillows underneath my legs, fully down. I'd be sitting in my most comfortable chair. If I'm at the office right now, I would be relaxed, reclined a little bit. I would be as comfortable as I could be. Then if you want to up your practice and you're like, well, I want to see what it's like to be less comfortable, I would be sitting something like this. I'm teaching, I gotta be here. If it was my choice, I would just be lying down. And then worst thing to do is sort of correct your posture and be in good posture. So just be comfortable. Then you're gonna notice I transition from eyes opened to eyes closed and back and forth. It's because I'm teaching. If it was me at home, I'd have my eyes closed for probably the remainder for the next 20 minutes of this class. You choose. Are you comfortable with your eyes open, more comfortable with your eyes closed? What helps you center and embody and experience yourself in the moment more? If there's some trauma there, maybe eyes open. For most of us, it's going to be eyes closed, so we're not getting that other stimulus. We can kind of turn inward. Your choice. From there, just take in a breath through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. As we continue, what we're going to be practicing is soft belly breathing. Now, when I say soft belly breathing, so many of us think, oh, I've got to force, especially if you've been in yoga, I've got to get air down into my belly and fill it up. It's not where we're going to go today. You're going to continue to breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And think to yourself, why am I squeezing, contracting, holding on to tension in my belly? Can I allow that belly to sort of fall open? Can I deactivate? Can I let it pooch just a little bit? Not because I'm pushing it out. I'm not pushing air into it. I'm simply refusing to hold on to anything in my belly. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Through the nose, out through the mouth. As you continue to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, imagining that the belly button dilates wider, gets a little softer. You feel your intestines, the gut, just soften. Feel the pelvis get a little wider, a little softer. Your belt line get a little bit bigger. No need to judge or correct anything. If you feel any judgy thoughts coming up, you're just going to smile. Welcome them. Some old programming going on. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Allowing that nurturing, satiating breath to come in. The belly to soften, and that long, lingering exhale to just trail and trickle out through the mouth. Directly affecting the nervous system. By convincing your own nervous system, you have an opportunity right now to just exhale. There's nothing else to concentrate on other than that long, slow exhalation. Becoming more and more aware of the belly, the gut, space between the ribs and the pelvis. Very specific area. Can't you just allow it to be wider, softer? Move a little bit with each breath. Letting go of any tension in the low back. That's the back side of that belly. Imagining the kidneys get a little wider, a little softer. Kidneys are on the back side of your body, the very lowest ribs. Imagine that those kidneys just soften and sink down a little bit. And with them, the lungs soften and sink down. The heart kind of drops a little lower in the chest. The only thing for you to be aware of is in through the nose, out through the mouth. It's the only thing you're in control of right now. The only responsibility you have in this moment is in through the nose, out through the mouth. Everything else is just letting go. With each breath, you feel your nervous system soften. Feel your attention get a little more internal. Feel your attention get a little more focused. Resisting the urge to go hypervigilant or judgy or need to fix. It's just focused. Clarity of attention. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now, as you feel your nervous system soften just a little bit more, a little bit more. Know that you're attuning your vagus nerve. That's V-A-G-U-S, vagus nerve. It's a wandering nerve that moves all the way through the body, in through the nose, out through the mouth. The more we clench and hold tight and contract around it, the more that nerve picks up that something is amiss, something is a threat, there's a need to mobilize. Softening the breath, softening the body. convinces that nerve everything's fine. We're okay here, even just in the moment. Allowing that nerve to pick up on other signals. That nerve is also the nerve of interconnectedness. The way you and I are in relationship with each other. When that nerve is not occupied with sensing the clench, shortness of breath, the disembodiment, it is able to attune to smiles, to facial expressions, to tones of voice, to connection with other people in the world around you. But you're constantly contracted, holding your breath tied down. It's busy, keeping you safe, doing its job. Simply breathing and softening, choosing to be aware of breath and softness, dilates us open to the experience of being connected with ourselves, the world around us, and other people. Each breath gets a little softer. You can feel your sits bones widen, your pelvis widen, your hip joints soften and widen. You've been with us for a while, you may notice the appearance of spaciousness in the body, in your breath, and in your mind. By now, the mind has wandered. That's fine. Just smile, bring it back. Just noticing that it's wandered is the point. Knowing how and where to bring it back to is the goal. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Allowing the shoulders to soften. Just being very aware of what it is you're lying on, what it is you're sitting on, how it is you're grounded right now. Feel your weight sink deeper into that experience. As your breath softens, belly softens even more. Feel your lungs and your heart, your kidneys dropping down, away from the throat, deeper into the body. Noticing how the mouth begins to water a little bit. The eyes begin to soften and sink into their sockets. Breathing may change. Just noticing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now you can be in this space. You can simply turn off the volume, or you can follow me into the next experience, just continuing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Not only is your belly softened, but notice how your forehead and eyebrows get softer. And can you notice it from inside of the body, as if you're in the brain looking forward, the back side of your eyebrows? They get wider, they get softer. And if they're refusant, you just notice, oh, look at that. My body feels safer holding on to that tension, and that's fine for today. Just noticing. Noticing that allows the brain itself to drop deeper into the skull. Kind of opens up the sinuses. For me, it brings a deep awareness to the front teeth, the top lip. And as I notice that, I can begin to notice my full top set of teeth, the molars, the roof of my mouth, getting a little heavier. I notice my tongue and its weight in the bottom jaw. How that tongue touches my bottom teeth, which makes me just very aware that I have teeth. I can experience them. Just noticing the totality of your bottom jaw, the horseshoe shape of that jaw. letting that bottom jaw just fall away, drop away from the top teeth. Without the need to open or close your mouth, just noticing. Allow yourself to be in the right ear, looking out of the ear, like you're looking through a tunnel. And as you notice that tunnel, it gets wider, it gets more open, it lets more light in. You may even notice the need to adjust. Same thing over on the left, just allowing that ear to kind of open up, relax and soften. Which makes me very aware of the back of my head. I just notice the weight of my own head, just letting it drop. Dropping down onto my neck. Noticing the bones of my own spine, the back side, the front side, the sides. How thick and supportive that neck is. And inside of that neck is a throat. And can I just allow the tubes within the throat to float? Kind of getting softer and wider. My throat floats down behind my heart and lungs. Down, down, down into that soft, soft belly. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That head supported by the neck is supported by collarbone, shoulders, ribs. Supported down into a body that is grounded into the earth. Whether you're lying or sitting, just pay attention to the weight of your body lying or sitting on whatever it's lying or sitting on. And acknowledge the ground is supporting your body, which supports the spine. The weight of the head. It's a soft throat. Dips down behind a soft lung, soft heart, in front of soft kidneys, into a soft belly that's breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Where else in your body can you take that aware softness to? How about your right hand? Can you first just pay attention to the experience of that right hand, and then maybe breath by breath, softening a finger, from the fingernail, the pad of the finger into the hand, and then choosing the next and the next and the next. As if you're putting to sleep each finger, laying them to rest. And over on the other hand, same thing. So that rest travels through your wrist, into the elbows, the muscles and the bones, all the way to the upper arm, armpits, shoulder blades, collarbone, dropping down into the body. Maybe you've chosen a foot, laying to rest, toe to toe, bottom and top of the foot, ankle to knee to hip, till the whole body feels soft and sunk and supported. In through the nose, out through the mouth. How much more can you let go of in this moment? Refusing to hold on, refusing to judge or fix, just noticing and sinking. With each breath, feeling your weight drop down just a little bit more, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Then gently begin to twist, whether you're sitting or lying. Twist the face to the left and to the right. Imagine that your hand is moving through syrup, that your body is passing through something very thick, molasses, honey. That is the movement quality of the head. It's just slow, slow movement, side to side, rocking, releasing. Maybe you want to invite your spine and your ribs to do the same. Allow that belly to soften, the weight of the head, the weight of the body to sink and sink and sink. Now the pelvis and the legs also wants to sway, rock, and move. No need to make it look any way or avoid any postures or motion. Just allowing, making space for the body to move and do what it wants to do. Maybe it doesn't want to move. It just wants to rest and be. Slowly quieting the rock. Become very aware of your own fingers. Begin to wiggle, softly wiggle and move your own fingers and your own arms. If you do the same with the toes and the feet and the ankles, as if they're consciously coming back alive. Resisting the urge to disembody from them, meaning don't just jump into, yep, I'm going to move my feet or move my hands. What does it feel like to now move your feet and hands? Can you be with the breath, the relaxation within your body? Allow your mind to wander wherever it wants to go now. It's like you've unleashed the mind. A very relaxed and aware body, allowing the mind to run free, knowing that that's your access to creativity right there. When you're not trying to be creative, where you've unleashed your mind in a very relaxed but aware state. Knowing you now have access to this space whenever, wherever you want to access it. To wake back up, imagine now your mind hyper focuses. You feel your eyes, you feel your mouth, you feel your body. Not in a way to disengage, but allow the movement to become a little more robotic. Reach your hand up, reach your legs, shake your hands. When you're ready, join me in a sitting posture if you're not already there. Allow your eyes to open and begin to just reorient yourself. Does the room look any different? Do you feel any different? You've essentially just experienced non-sleep deep rest, allowing the body, nervous system to rest, the mind to wander, and then waking back up before you slip off into other cycles of sleep. Looking around. And center yourself, pick your hands up, shake. And instead of brushing, we're just going to kind of pat on the body. It's like you're waking back up, like, here I am, here I am, here I am, here I am. Then smile. Just let a big smile come in through the nose, out through the mouth. Great big smile. Knowing that you've just done a really good thing for yourself and considering what from today are you going to take with you? What feels important to bring with you into the rest of the week, into the rest of your life? And join us for the 2 remaining classes we have in this series of the CommunityFIT. We've got a Move Lab tomorrow, and then we've got our very last stress reset of this series this Friday, and I hope you will join us. If you want to stick around, I got Bobby Ross. We'll see how he's doing.
Yes, definitely. Real quick, just another reminder for those of you who are California State employees, we are doing our live virtual open enrollment webinar today at 2:45. If you would like the Zoom link to that, just go ahead and email me at CommunityFIT. I'll put it in here at westernhealth.com and I'll send you the link. And you can join us, learn more about our wellness programs and our health plan if you're interested. And with that, let's see Bobby Ross.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, look at that baby.
I'm sleepy now. I've been a rascal today.
Another.
Here. We're gonna. He's
done. Like, yeah. He's already got. He's already big.
He is. He's growing like a little weed. I'm torn, you know, because you kind of want your little baby to stay little for a while, but I will be so happy for his vaccinations in about a week, because then we can go outside and he can go potty. And I'm excited for him to be big enough that I don't have to worry about like all the things that you're worried, like him falling off of stuff and, you know, all of the worries.
I know. Oh, so fun.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. So hope to see you maybe in a couple hours, but definitely hope to see you tomorrow and Friday. And definitely on Friday, I'll give you the update on when our next CommunityFIT session will start up, as well as the link to all the recorded sessions. Yep. And with that, have a wonderful day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, James.
Bye.